Hey YouTubers, welcome back to AZ2 Ozarks. Rick went and picked up 10 bales of hay from the same gentleman we got the cows from, the heifers, just so that if our pasture runs low of hay, we are able to continue feeding them because they are grass-fed all the way through. Now these bales are huge. They are not the same kind of square bales that I was accustomed to on my grandpa's ranch, which I think averaged like 65 pounds each, maybe 55 to 65 pounds. These are gigantic. So we have this prong attachment that goes on the tractor in order to load them and unload them. And I've got, see if I can get around here and watch Rick unload some of the bales. I think we're just going to be stacking them over here kind of out of the way for right now. So that attachment just stabs right into it and pulls it out. Look how easy that is. My goodness, what would we do without a tractor, huh? This makes such a difference in all the work that we have to do around here. So all the female heifers we purchased, the 21 of them, we got them as a long-term investment. So they're young and we will be breeding them around June this year. And then they will be kept as our breeding stock and it will be their offspring that will be sold as heifers as well as steers for people to eat. That being said, we do want to have some meat around here for our family. And so Rick went to auction and he wanted to pick up 2 steers that we would finish off here and then we would be able to butcher later in this year. The auctioneers are really hard to understand and Rick's seat was kind of towards the back, so he couldn't get a real good look at the livestock being auctioned, but he swore they said steer. It was a lot of 2 and he won the auction and he went to load them into the trailer and guess what? One of them is a bull, meaning an intact male, and the other is a female. So they all eat the same, but we have all these young ladies out here and now we have a bull and he's relatively young, so he hasn't tried anything frisky yet. However, he needs to be fixed. And you see the one jumping on the back there, that's a female. She's a little bit confused right now. But the male bull is right here in the corral that the boys built. And the idea is to get him in this chute with the head squeeze chute thing. And in there, Rick is going to work on banding his testicles. So we no longer have a bull. Obviously we are new to all of this and it's a little bit different for us, but we're gonna do our best and you guys get to come along for the ride here and see what happens. So here he is coming around. At least he's coming around the right way. We've got to, oh, he's in the wrong way. He needs to be head first to get into the head chute, so he's got to turn around. There we go. And then Keegan's going to shut that gate. And now he's in the right spot. He also has this sore on his shoulder here where he's been scratching himself really hard on the T-posts. And so we're going to treat that little wound while he's in here as well. And we will also be giving him a tetanus shot after Rick bands his testicles so he doesn't end up having any sort of an infection. And it looks like he is in there, so he's where he's supposed to be. Keegan's putting a bar in behind his legs so he cannot kick behind him. We're definitely trying to be safe about this.
Now I gotta get in there.
We don't want to get hurt. You can't. Can you reach him through the fence or not? He still has a lot of wiggle room there.
Tie one leg here. Keegan, grab those green straps. Inside the garage on the floor.
So Rick has used a ratchet strap to tie up his leg over there, so he can't move around quite as much because he's still small, and in this area he can wiggle around quite a bit. Right here, Rick is using what's called a banding tool that wraps around the testicles and essentially just connects a really big rubber band around it very tightly. Is it done?
Yep.
Well, they're tied up and both of them are in there?
Yep. Okay,
well, there it is. That was actually easier than we anticipated. He didn't try kicking. He's more freaked out.
This open, Sam, pull that pole out.
He's more freaked out about being in this spot, I think, than anything. The poor guy. We really want to do things as gentle as possible with our cattle here and raise them in a calm way. But having had the bull, that just, we can't have a bull. We do not want he's a Hereford, I guess, and we don't want him breeding with the South Poles. Okay, we're all done with the big boy here. Now we're gonna
go backwards.
Let him out. There we go.
Come on. There you go, boy.
And if he'll go back through the corral.
There you go.
There we go. Now he can go back out into the pasture. Let's see how he's doing out there. It looks like he's going right back into it. It doesn't look like he's walking goofy or anything. So the idea with banding the testicles is that it'll cut off the blood flow, and very quickly they'll just start drying out and they'll fall off on their own. That was the best method for us. We didn't really want to do the knife and cutting method. So they're in there and wrapped up, so hopefully they'll do what they're supposed to do and we won't have any complications. Obviously we keep an eye on them. We're out here every day, and we're getting quite familiar with all the different cows and now steer, and yeah, they're really quite a delight to interact with. Well, that bull is doing just fine after he has been banded. He seems totally unbothered by it. We've been keeping an eye on him. He's just out here munching grass like everybody else. Though, as you can see, he's still trying to be frisky. So, hopefully when they fall off, that will, well, it doesn't matter, I guess. He may continue the behavior anyway, but at least he won't be able to do anything as far as impregnate the cows, which will be good news. So it's the end of another beautiful day on the homestead, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to keep following our journey.